What's good? What it do, people? You know what it is. This General Mills salute. And my boy, Mr. Popular. And this is Music Life Social. You know what we do. We here today with our special guest, Mr. T Gold, Mr. Cryptocurrency, Mr.
Crypto Krew, NFT T Gold.
That's right, NFT Gold. That's right. Crypto Krew ambassador, Web3 ambassador. You know, we're gonna have to lock him down for our website. And like I said, try to have this crypto corner. You know, all this tech savvy information for getting to that bag, man. Yeah. But you know what it is, Mr. T Gold, salute, man. You already know, family in the building, Gotta hold it down, man. So you know, we know who you are. We already know how you get down. We know your MO, but just give cats a brief, introduction to you, what you talking about, what you bringing to the table, the information you trying to spread, your crew, you know what I mean? Everything you rocking with right now.
No doubt. All right, y'all. T Gold, host of the Crypto Krew, which is a Web3 media outlet that I have on Instagram and Twitter. A couple of videos out there too floating around, but what I mainly do, I curate information that's going on in the Web3 space, which is basically blockchain technology, crypto, NFTs, the metaverse, different companies who's adopting this technology. I talk about that, whatever's going on in the space. But I put it in a way where people who look like us, because trying to let us get in on this information first, because we're not large group in that area. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to do is just help people who look like us understand this information, so we're not just consumers. You know what I mean? We can catch these companies early as far as investing and adopting the technology to help improve whatever business or whatever we have anything going on.
We always catch it after the fact, like as far as the real estate wave, the metal, as far as anything that's quote unquote popping, we always like maybe a year or two late after the fact we're playing catch up. So it's good that you like ahead of the curve with that, with the Crypto Krew and the NFTs and stuff.
So what got you like really interested in getting involved in the Web3, the cryptocurrencies, NFTs? Like, what got you on it like that? What got you so interested in it that you went down that path?
Well, I'm gonna keep it real brief. It was initially some stock investments that I had that actually ran up with small amounts. But as I was doing research on stocks, I came across Earn Your Leisure, which is Troy and Rashad and Ian Dunlap. They talk about stock investing. But one day they had on Mark Cuban, and he was talking about NFTs. Because Mark Cuban is the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, one of my favorite basketball teams. Luke out there killing them. But he was on there talking about NFTs and the partnership that they have with the NBA called NBA Top Shots, which is about 10-second clips of fast break highlights of your favorite NBA player balling out. So you can buy, sell, and trade that like digital collectibles. So once he explained what NFTs were, because I'm a graphic designer, it was like finding the holy grail, because now I can monetize my digital art instead of royalty that goes on for the life of that NFT on a secondary market. You see what I'm saying? So that, it was a combination of things. It was my small investments in stocks, and I took that journey in investing, and I found Bitcoin, and I didn't buy a lot of it, but I saw it was moving, faster than everything else as far as in gains. You see what I'm saying? It was outpacing everything I was investing in the stock market. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? So, like I said, that was the thing that motivated me. My major inspiration that made me like dive head first in this was this guy named Beeple. He's a famous artist, 3D artist. He worked with a lot of big music people, as far as doing their graphics on stage and tour and shit. You know what I mean? So that's how he got famous, but he really started to take off with his art on Twitter by releasing one piece of art every day for like 5,000 days straight. So it was like 10 years. So he made that collage into an NFT and sold it on Christie's auction house. It was their very first digital sale. That thing went for $69 million. A JPEG sold for $69 million. That was all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
That was my holy grail, you know, light bulb moment.
Right,
you know what I mean? Where I was like, yo, nothing else is more important to me. You know, my kids is good. You know what I'm saying? God bless, my kids is good. So I'm glad, you know, I'm able to focus on this, and I got support, you know, especially from my kids.
Yeah.
That I can go, you know, in the deep end with this. You know what I mean? So I started the Crypto Crew because when I got in the space, we were in the space, but nobody was talking about us in the space. And even on the mainstream media, they wasn't talking about cryptocurrency in a positive light, and they didn't know what the fuck they was talking about when they did speak on it.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, let me educate myself. You know, I tend to call myself like an intellectual pit bull because I go hard when it comes to information and knowledge. So, you know, y'all know how I do.
Yeah, we know.
So I just applied my same tenacity for learning to understanding what Web3, blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies.
So it's like digital art in a sense.
That's just one
aspect. It's
aspect.
like three to four different pieces that.
Let me tell you exactly what it is. What an NFT specifically is. It's the ability to monetize off of your intellectual property. Now, it could be a video,
Right.
okay, or it can be a photo or illustration, right? Or literally an NFT could be a digital collectible of like a rare comic book magazine.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And on top of that, the best part about NFTs is that the technology allows real world assets to be tokenized. So if you got a deed to a home, you can tokenize that, right? And use that NFT because it's a digital certificate of authenticity. Right. That's all the NFT is, right?
Oh, okay.
And proof of ownership. So now that you have this, you tokenizing whether it's a deed to a home, you know, a title to a vehicle. And if you do that, now you have a digital asset that represents a real world asset.
It's kind of like with the, when, you know, Dame Dash is supposed to come out with the NFT for the Reason Without album. And then like Jay-Z, they got into this whole lawsuit about it, like who actually owned it. But I know Dame Dash, he bought the rights to it when they quote unquote split up with Rockefeller. Well, he was about to put it into NFT if I'm correct.
Here's how that story went. I'm glad you brought that up. That was one of the very first stories that I blogged on representing the Crypto Crew.
Okay.
All right, because nobody was talking about this Jay-Z deal with releasing an NFT, a Reasonable Doubt NFT. But what it was, here's the thing. It was an artist rendition of the cover of Reasonable Doubt. It wasn't no music. It was just a illustration, but it was animated. So it had like the smoke from the cigar moving and all of that. You see what I'm saying? So Jay-Z sold that for about like $125,000, right? But that went to his charity.
Right.
All right, so that was him testing the waters. Because not too long after that, he bought a CryptoPunk, which is one of the most expensive and oldest NFT projects out. So yeah, the CryptoPunks, and he has that image for his avatar on Twitter.
I see.
That's what
He's
they had
heavy
for
on
the
Twitter.
video. Like what was crazy, which is the sidetracking, but just talking about the punks with the Snoop Dogg and Eminem video. Those are the punks, right?
No, those are the Bored Ape Yacht Club.
The Bored Ape Yacht.
All right, so that is like
okay.
Those are two of the most expensive and valuable blue chip NFT projects. Bored Ape Yacht Club, they call it BASI for short, and they also got other projects under that, like the Mutant Ape Yacht Club, the Kennel Club. They got shit like
different
that. But
under there.
what it is, the main ones are the Bored Ape Yacht Clubs and the CryptoPunks. Those are the most valuable.
So that's why I mix it up, because it's like I know the ones you're talking about, the main ones. You know what I mean? The ones that I recognize.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
that's what I'm saying. So Dame, he
back to Dame. So what it was, Dame wanted to release, right?
The musical side of it?
Yeah, but he only owned 1/3 because it's split between Jay, Biggs, and Dame.
Right.
So all three of them own it. So he wanted to sell off his share as an NFT. It's just a contract. He just tokenized his third of the contract. That's all he did. It wasn't a reasonable doubt NFT, so to speak. It was his portion of his ownership of Reasonable Doubt,
right?
And he tokenized that.
That third of it,
right? And selling that as an NFT, but he had art to go with it. But it was literally you're getting a contract,
right? Of a third of our contract
of this particular
and I'm gonna add
IP.
something
So
basically
basically, he's
add
like,
to
you know,
it to
I
make
feel
it
like-
worthwhile you buying.
Right.
Besides just having possession.
I'm 1/3 owner, so I can do whatever.
A portion of that contract.
Exactly.
I can do whatever I want with my share, so
Exactly.
it's not gonna affect.
Exactly.
Nobody
Yeah,
else.
right. So that
and
was
they
it.
ain't selling off the music.
Right,
They
now
ain't
check it
selling
out.
this.
Now here's the good part about this. To catch everybody up to speed, if y'all were familiar with that story,
Yeah.
Jay and Dame came to an agreement.
Yeah, I
They threw
remember.
the case out and they came to a settlement. So
Right.
hopefully, eventually, these guys will work together to actually release,
A
you
real
know,
project.
basically Reasonable Doubt as an NFT, but tie in utility, maybe like VIP, you know,
to some
to some of
event
his
or some type
tour,
of, yeah,
or
right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying,
right,
or you
right.
might get his book,
And
or
that's the
merch,
thing
or
about
you know what I'm saying. There's so
NFTs
many
that,
things you can bundle
You
in.
know, like people don't really understand or why it's worth it or what this and that, but when you add things like that and the extra features, you really realize like you're getting something more, and it's long going, and it's ongoing. You know what I mean?
So what it's called, that's called utility. When you add other features to your
To your
NFT.
NFT.
So say for instance, you go on my website, igetbusy.com. You heard?
Right.
You go on my website. If you get this tee, you know this is the Crypto Krew Diamond Hand Hodlers, not holders, hodlers. You know, it's an acronym for hold on for dear life,
Okay.
right? But the year is 2140. That's the year the last Bitcoin will ever be mined. All right, so there's Bitcoin that I have that I'm never selling. I'm giving to my kids and grandkids. Whatever they do with it is what they do with it. You see what I'm saying? But you go on my website, igetbusy.com, you buy merch, right? You're gonna get a free NFT just for buying merch. You see what I'm saying? So that's the utility. So now once you buy that NFT and I release, you know, something new for my next season, you'll have exclusive rights to it before everybody else. So basically before everybody else get it, you'll get like the preseason joint. You know what I mean?
Right.
You'll get the summer joint in spring. Cause now you bought my merch that came with that NFT.
Kind of like being like a season ticket holder.
Exactly.
Basically.
So speaking of season ticket holders, I know we on Music Life Social, right?
I already know.
So check it. Rolling Loud, the founder of Rolling Loud, he's now partnered with Gary Vee to understand NFTs, and they were discussing creating a lifetime pass for people who attend Rolling Loud as an NFT. So this is a lifetime pass NFT. So that means you can go there for like 10 years, and let's just say you outgrow it, and you know that's not your vibe no more. You can actually turn around and sell that same VIP pass NFT to somebody else.
That's crazy.
It keeps on giving.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
That's
so
crazy. A lifetime.
That's the beauty of this technology. So just watch what these companies are doing with NFTs, specifically ones that have IP or have special access. You see what I'm saying? Such as like Rolling Loud, or just past Super Bowl, they ended up having certain Super Bowl passes as NFTs.
I've seen that.
You see what I'm saying? So those are some of the benefits, but when you guys think about NFTs, it's just digital assets, right? Or tokenized assets, real world assets. The limit is your imagination, you know. But if you create art, you create music, you can bundle your music
With your art as a one product.
Right, you see what I'm saying? And exclusive membership could come in with that. So now when you perform at a show, these people get in for free, they get like a free drink or whatever just for owning your NFT. So this is the utility that you can bundle in when you have an NFT as a creator. Now as a creator, you set the price on the royalty. You set the price and you set your price and you set your rate on your royalty.
Nice.
All right, that goes on in perpetuity for the life of the NFT.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so it's beneficial for creators and it's beneficial for collectors. Now I'm a collector along with a creator.
Right.
You know, I have created several NFTs, right? And I've collected over 130. And they're various ones. Like even free NFTs. All right, I've gotten free NFTs, about 4 of them, from 2 different blockchains, right? One with Solana specifically, and I sold those. I ended up making like $200 off of free NFTs.
Nice.
You know, so that's some of the benefits of being a collector.
Right.
All right, not just.
So right quick. So I know it's a lot. It's still a lot. You know what definitely. I mean? So I know with blockchain, people might not really understand what even blockchain mean, but you know, what are like just if you could put it in like a, I don't know how many steps you could put it in, but if you could just say like just like a, this is like just so people can get the layout of A to Z.
What blockchain technology is?
Yeah, like so how like you just gave us really deep detail with NFTs, how NFTs work, you know, what you can add to them, you know, the benefit for the art, the creator, and for the consumer, collector, you know what I'm saying? But like, so far, so like, cause you got the Bitcoin.
Right,
which is different from an NFT. So that's why I was saying, that's when I was saying earlier, it was like 4 or 5 different aspects, kind of like that. It's coming together.
All right, so let me break it down. So let me break it down. Okay. Blockchain technology is based on cryptography, which is basically encrypted information, right?
Right.
That nobody can change. And it's on a blockchain, which is basically information, transactions, right? That are locked in on top of the internet that everybody has access to. So Bitcoin was the very first cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Bitcoin, think of cryptocurrencies as software. That's all it is. All right. Just I wish they would change the name. You know what I'm saying? I prefer digital assets, but this is all software. So Bitcoin was programmed as a store of value. So it has its own separate properties as a lot of other cryptocurrencies. It's the very first one.
Right.
It just had the white paper, which is the breakdown of what this technology can do. Right. Anybody can look up the white paper online, but that was created on October 31st, like 14 years ago. All right. Okay. So Bitcoin is about 14 years old. All right, but it's a store of value. All right. So on top of that, it's transparent, so everybody can see the transactions. Right? You can have $2 billion worth of Bitcoin on your person on like something that looks like a USB drive, which is a ledger. Okay. Right. So basically what you're doing is you're taking information, right, that now can travel with you. Anytime you cross the globe, nobody can take it away from you. It is sensor resistant, so there's people who've been like stuck in the war in Ukraine and they couldn't get money access from their bank, but they were able to have Bitcoin because they can take it with them on their person. You see what I'm saying? So some of the properties of Bitcoin, like I said, is the very first one. It's you can't change any of the transactions, and the best part about it is peer-to-peer. There's no third person involved. So if I have some Bitcoin that I want to send to you, you store your Bitcoin off of the exchange. There's 2 ways you can get. You buy it from exchange, or you can mine it, right? But say you bought it from exchange, and I want to send you some Bitcoin. Let's say you was in Jamaica. You was like, yo, fam, I'm like, yo, it's your anniversary born. I'm gonna send you Bitcoin. You're gonna get that $100 worth of Bitcoin or whatever the amount is. Then you get it instantly. You see what I'm saying? So there's no remittance fees going to other countries, international fees. See what I'm saying? So there's no middleman. So the Bitcoin is a store of value. Now, because it's programmable money, there's only 21 million that will ever be created. That is the key. And every 4 years, the circulating supply get cut in half. Ethereum is like digital oil because it's open source. It's a programmable blockchain that you can develop whatever kind of idea you can think of.
Okay, word. So we're about to wrap up, but like tell them where all your social media and like videos where you can find on YouTube or what.
No doubt. Well, my name is T Gold, host of Crypto Krew. Crypto, CRYPTO, Krew, KREW. You can look that up on Instagram. and Twitter as far as information wise.
Right.
So if you need to contact me, you can DM me, and you know we can set something up. I do consultations.
Okay.
You know, so been to a lot of seminars, met a lot of great people, some movers and shakers in the space. And if y'all really know about crypto, I got a official cosign from BitBoy Crypto, one of the biggest YouTubers in this space. So just to let y'all know, your boy out here moving and shaking in this Web3 space. You heard?
For sure.
And you make the hip hop tees too.
Oh yeah,
You already know.
So you already
Get
know.
busy with this.
Yes.
You got your boy T Go Crypto Crew. Salute.
Check him out.
Music Life Social.